back to the club.
You got your dress hung in the door.
Yeah, it was Christmas time.
Uh-huh.
Hermetta was 6 years old.
Okay.
So she was in school, first grade. I had Barbara. And so
About this big, probably.
well, anyway, my sister-in-law couldn't drive. And we moved up to Indiana, and her went to work for the DuPont, for the government on the atomic bomb thing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So he'd go to work early in the morning, and I get his lunch off, and then I get her something to eat and fix.
Mm-hmm.
Then I eat lunch. Well, my sister-in-law had a dentist. Her kids had a dentist appointment in Terre Haute. She wouldn't drive, so I had to take her all the time. So we made time for the appointment, and I got everything done, and you have to put all that stuff in the car, diapers and bottles and all that. So I loaded the car. Mm-hmm. Well, where we bought this place, and you come up a hill this way, and here's a thing, and they needed housing up there because all these people came into work, and the rent was high and housing. So we bought this place, and it was right in the corner across the street. Had been an old filling station.
No.
And they made it into rooms for those guys. These construction workers were coming from all over the country. So when Herman left, Herman said, now those guys are over there. And they would work all night and then come home. And they'd sit out on the little porch and they'd smoke. Mm-hmm. I think they cooked their own breakfast and they'd come out and smoke. And so Herman said, let those guys alone. Said, they are rough ones, and said, you don't need, I was by myself all day, it's just a baby.
They wanted you to steer clear from
They
them.
don't need you talking to them, and don't do anything, don't even look at them.
Mm-hmm.
So I got ready to go. I put her in the car. I went back to lock my door and make sure I closed the refrigerator, because sometimes I didn't do that. So I go into the kitchen and I come back out. But first I gotta tell you, we didn't have much money, and I had been pregnant, and I was kind of big. So
Hard to imagine her kind of big,
St.
isn't it?
Louis. I always go for Christmas. And
Yeah.
my sister-in-law, we go to midnight service on Christmas Eve. Well, I didn't have anything that fit, so I went to Terre Haute the week before and bought this dress. And it came across me like this, and there was a thing here, it was sewed here. And then I had two that flipped out, two things out. When you walk, they flipped out. So I thought I was going to wear that dress just so I could see, and I didn't really want to wear it because I was saving it for Christmas Eve. And I thought, oh, one thing I need to see how it fits. So I put that dress on, I had that dress on already. And I got ready to go out, and they had a door. It was kind of like that, but it had slits in it. So I get out there, Barbara's out in the car. Now, we didn't have seat belts like
Barbara's
that.
a baby, right?
Yep.
And she's sitting in the seat out there just squalling her head off. So I hurried up and grabbed my purse and everything, slammed that door, and caught that back one in the back.
Oh, no.
So I couldn't get up. I was down like this. And they were watching me. I don't want to get tired on that. I was caught like this. I couldn't raise up. If I'd raise up, I'd tear my Christmas dress. Then I wouldn't have anything to go to church on Christmas Eve.
Right.
And it was bright green, real pretty green.
And as men are
Well,
watching,
So I went, the telephone's ringing. Bess, my sister-in-law, is mad at me because I'm late to pick her up and the kids. So she's screaming out there. She cried so much she went to sleep. So I'm down here and and I get down, and then I get this way, and I go this way, and nothing comes out. So these guys come out, they were smoking, a couple, all of them come out and sit there. And the one guy says, "What the hell is she doing?" And the other one said, "Well, I don't know, I can't figure it out." Well, I could hear them just right there by me. So I still down and she quits crying. I didn't know whether she kept crying or died or something. By that time, I was so tired, I couldn't hardly walk. I don't like this. I just had a baby.
Yeah.
And so finally, I just looked up, "God, help me." And it came right out.
Really?
Yeah. And when I got down to her house, "Where in the hell have you been?" I said, "I've been calling the door."